fighting, but also lay the foundation for democratic development. 11, post-conflict recovery will not be sustainable unless governments, civil society, and other stakeholders acquire the specific capacities and skills to manage and resolve through compromise and consensus recurring conflicts over scarce resources, the allocation of mineral wealth and land. While a lot of recovery efforts focus on the rebuilding of physical infrastructure, equal emphasis must be placed on building infrastructure for peace, that is, the institutions and processes through which a society mediates its own conflicts. 12, the need to broaden emerging consensus on conflict prevention and develop a culture of prevention. Last, post-conflict management must ensure the effective implementation of agreed frameworks, international, regional, and national, and in particular, UN Resolution 1325, through direct and equal participation of women in all processes, provision of adequate resources, and protection of rights of women, children, and other vulnerable groups. In this regard, we urge governments and all stakeholders to ensure mainstreaming a gender perspective in all policies and programs. And in your summary of proceedings of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen. Lastly, our group wanted to leave the plenary with this final thought as our commitment to carry on this work after we leave this conference. In our globalized world, conflict does not stop at borders. To paraphrase Martin Luther King, all of us are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality. Violence and injustice to one is violence and injustice to everyone. And we know that violence is not only physical violence, but violence to the spirit. Conflict is the antithesis of development. It destroys buildings and roads, kills and maims, but even more tragically, breaks the spirit of our future generations. Repairing the seen, but especially the unseen, damage takes generations. It's our continuing responsibility, especially as practitioners and policymakers of governance, to expend our energy and effort on preempting violence by addressing inequities, grievances, and unresponsive governance every day in our professional work, so that the misery of hunger, the quiet of fear, and the silence of broken spirits can be transformed and replaced by inclusive debate and dialogue, vibrant disagreements, and healthy competitive processes where we can all be respected, consulted citizens in our societies.